So I'm going to let him introduce himself. He's from the Reconcilers Evangelical Ministries, which is an organization that has a lot of different arms, all aimed at doing the same thing, which, as I said, is getting more people interested in the Word of God.
Thank you, Victoria. My name is Dr. Vincent Onwukanjo, and I'm the minister in charge of Reconcilers Evangelical Ministries.
Today, we just want to get an idea as to what REM does and all the sorts of strategies that you've employed over the years, because you've been, a Christian for a long time, and you've been really passionate about getting people interested in the Word of God. Mm-hmm. So we're just interested, first of all, in a bit of background. What motivated you to start this ministry or be involved in it?
Okay, in 1976, I got born again in Nigeria, and when I was living in Nigeria in 1980, they prayed for me to take the ministry of Reconcilers Gospel Band wherever I go.
Okay.
And when I got to England in 1984, 85 to be precise, that's when my wife came to UK, and we started Reconcilers Evangelical Ministries. It was registered as a charity, and since that time we started with singing as a music group, going from church to church, to event, whatever event that was going on in the 80s and 90s, we were invited and we were involved. And I think that the Lord has a way, He has a phase in our life and in our ministry, in the things that He wants us to do. Because in a way, we're not like a denomination or a church per se, where people become members of that church. We are actually set up to serve other churches and other ministries. And also we went around setting up songwriting workshops for different Christians from different churches, and they came and we did a 15 weeks workshop. At the end of that workshop, we did a concert of new songs.
Okay.
And we did it for a few years.
Okay, that's really interesting, because I think the song aspect of it, getting people interested in that's a very powerful way of spreading the gospel.
That's right.
Because there's something growing up that used to be said to us is, he who sings prays twice. And so I think that's really beautiful.
Wonderful. And it was a way of bringing people to the Lord, because not just the songwriters who wrote the songs, but also their friends and relatives who came to listen to the new songs. Even some of them may not be believers, but by just coming to that concert, they would hear the gospel maybe for the first time. And it was great. And we had people who said that they didn't know how to sing, they can't sing, but by the time they finished with us, they went back to their church and became choir leaders and so on.
Okay.
In fact, some people would go to their church, and once we run the workshop in their church, we set up a choir there, and we set up a choir master, and it was great. It was great in the 90s, and it was such a wonderful time.